Hello, all you wonderful people at home who have come back to join what Chrono has delightfully called the murder train. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been excessively nice so far. How are all of my lovely players tonight?
Silent. No.
I think sums it up.
Ow. Everyone's too
Wanna
polite.
die?
None of us are dead yet.
No, I'm excited. Just
Yes, either.
Okay, this is good. Awesome. Right, we are going to basically pick up where we left off last night. So, as far as the party know, there are people disappearing. They have been vanishing with some kind of portal, the smell of sulfur, and most recently, even today, the mayor's daughter was kidnapped in a very similar way. And they know through their investigations that she fought back with some kind of magical ability, but she clearly wasn't powerful enough and was taken anyway. The party have then delved down beneath the city to the volcanic ruins and are now in what can only be described as a volcanic dungeon, where they have had their first real tastes of combat. And they did pretty damn well, I've got to say.
Yay, we didn't die.
Yeah, yeah.
Yet. Yet is good. I like the yet word. So, it's always yet. I mean, like, you could finish the whole thing and then rocks could fall in the last second, and that's that. Rocks fall, party dies.
Spoilers.
So, as we pick up, the party have just managed to vanquish the 4 goblins that they found in this room. They've come off with very, very small amounts of actual damage. They've done pretty well in that battle, I've got to say. And at this point, they're kind of deciding where they're going to go. There are 2 doors to the south of this room, but there was also a room in the corridor that they hadn't explored yet. And so I hand it over to the party.
No one's looted for a start either, so...
Also true.
I feel like a spatial awareness, whilst everyone else, if they decide that they aren't going to loot, Tobias takes a meander over here. Goes, do we think this is the door from the other one?
Oh, there we go. I just found us on the map. Sorry. I'm experienced.
Follow where we pointed and say, it appears to be so. The lava's a dead giveaway.
Because the door's shut, I imagine.
The door is shut. The door is shut.
In which case, I will have a listen at the door.
Damn.
So if people wish to loot, they loot. I'll do.
I'm going to loot the bodies.
Hear nothing but a faint trickle.
Reasonably assured of what I think I'm going to find. Not going to wait for everybody else. Going to open up the door and look and see if it does indeed lead back to the corridor that we saw earlier.
I am going to loot this mofo that shot me.
By all means. Yeah, as you open the door, you essentially see the corridor you were in before, the faint trickle of lava dripping in from the ceiling and running into the ground, creating its own channel. Thank you, Music Gamer, for the follow.
In which case, against all odds, I'm going to let everybody get on with looting.
Sorry, Gaia Mora, but you find nothing especially like the goblin you're searching. You do find some of the the more obvious things. He's carrying a dog slice, so it's essentially to you a slightly sharp knife. It's not even that great. He's not wearing any armor. He's wearing tattered rags. He has a belt on, but no pouches or anything attached. It doesn't look like these are the most wealthy of creatures. If anyone else would like to loot, they can roll me investigate checks.
I was just about to ask. Loot is investigate, right?
Yes. Investigate is anything that you're physically looking really closely at. So if you're
even less.
essentially,
We're having opposite night.
yeah. Oh, although you did roll d20 plus nothing. Did you mean to do that?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You find, again, the obvious things. You find a bow, but the bow's too small for you but yourselves to wield. It would be like a toy to you, with the draw weight being so ridiculous that there would be no point. The arrows, however, could still be used in a regular-sized bow. Each of them have a quiver that contains 5 more arrows.
Yeah, I'll nab that just in case.
Yeah, I don't have a bow, so I'll just leave those.
As Maron's picking over the arrows, I will look over and go, just because I'm an elf
Yeah.
doesn't
Don't
mean...
worry, you have proven yourself to not be useful in that regard.
Thanks. I think.
So, where do we go now?
Well, personally, I don't like the idea of leaving investigated room behind us. So I would rather make sure that there is nothing. And I'll point to the open door, the one that we came through originally. But I would rather ensure that there is nothing through there first.
Yes, otherwise you never know what might sneak up on us.
True. I'm going to wait for people to catch up. I'm not running going, oh, look, a door. I know we already listened to this one, so I'm going to stand and wait, and if everybody's going to catch up, wait till we're prepared or whatever, and then...
Okay.
I shall come over. Can I take a listen at that door? Because I didn't do that last time.
Absolutely.
By all means, I will...
Yay,
step
so
out
that
of
is
the way.
a perception.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's see. Nothing!
You hear nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Good
hear nothing
lie.
behind the door. If you wish to enter, you're always free to.
Guess what? You have the shield, so I think you should go first.
Touche. In which case, yeah, I will go back in front of the door, and is it... This one's a bone door again, yeah?
Yep, pretty much everything you've seen so far has been.
So far. Throw this one open.
Okay. It opens up into a relatively small room. This room is very strange. It's very different. There are no torches in this room, but it's actually the brightest one you've been in so far. And the light in this room is coming from a creature that is curled up in the corner of the room. It appears to be quite a large snake. Its scales seem to glisten a bright red colour, and beneath them there seems to be a glowing yellow. It's almost as if the creature itself was made from flame.
I would like to make a nature check.
I would also like to do this thing.
A nature check to figure out what it is absolutely wonderful.
Pardon?
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the druid.
Is that the sound druid to make?
Yeah, just druids are always just whooping in the forests, dancing
Yeah.
naked and whooping.
What does the druid say?
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Wow, shit.
Animal.
Actually, some pretty good rolls going up here. I'm going to say that Gaiamor, Tobias, and Mia, you three, all recognise this. It is a creature called a fire snake. But this one is small. This one, well, I say small. It's still pretty damn big. It's still a good medium-sized creature. It's, you know, about your size. But there are crumbled bits of what appear to be copper or brass eggshell around it. It seems to have been very, very newly hatched. And it doesn't seem to be moving towards you initially. It seems to be quite curled up. Defensive, almost.
Okay.
Looking back into the corridor. Not shutting the door yet, but trying to be reasonably quiet. And again, looking at the others. Is this something we want to have at our backs?
I'm gonna wander in.
Apparently, the dragon has made a decision.
And I would like to roll a handle animal check to try and get the snake on board.
I casually mumble, probably her cousin.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I rolled a 10.
As you approach, you attempt to kind of calm the creature, let it know that it's your friend, that you're not going to harm it. And it does seem to be paying attention to you, but it's still coiled like it's ready to strike. It is clearly defensive, and you've not soothed it enough that it would take your side exactly.
God damn it.
Although that was a good idea and would have worked.
I'm working on it. Bear with me.
There's not a bear
I'm
with you.
not gonna move for a minute because snakes like movement. I'm probably smart enough to know that much.
Faint cousins.
I've
It's
got
your
this
pet
thing
now.
called Druidic Focus, so I want to know what that is. That's just a spellcasting focus. That does freaking nothing for me.
Oh yeah, your druidic focus
Is the
is kind of
reptile
like
going
your...
to do your bidding? Your friend now.
No, it is not my friend yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Bear with me. Okay. I didn't take anything for this trick.
I mean, it doesn't have thumbs. We can just shut the door again.
Can I slowly back out and then try again?
Off to give the druid space to move back out.
You're absolutely welcome to give this a go.
Okay, I slowly move back out and I'm gonna try again. Okay, I'm gonna count my losses.
As you do this and you're backing away, the snake rushes forward and will attempt to bite you.
Greeting.
It does what?
Is it your compatriot? No.
What does the snake do?
It's going to bite you, or going to try to bite you.
It's gonna try and bite me. Okie dokie.
Because
I'm probably the best person for it to attempt to bite.
Do we need an initiative?
No, this
Probably
is
not.
gonna Be
it
fine.
depends,
Oh,
it,
bless.
it depends greatly on what Gaia Mod does next, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Can I please roll a nature or a survival to try
To,
and figure out what to do next?
I would say you can either roll me a nature or you can roll me a straight intelligence. Whichever one is higher for you.
Well, then that's going to be a nature because my intelligence. What the hell?
Yay!
Probably- It's lashed out, tried to bite you. Its teeth have kind of clattered off of your armor. The best thing to do, since it doesn't have arms, is to probably back out of the room and close the door. If you don't want to, become
Okay.
food. Oh, I did forget a
It's gonna
thing.
have a hard droid. I'm a lot like I'm very chewy.
You also take 2 burning damage.
Burning.
As it bites you, it's literally made of flames beneath scale. It's like fire made
Okay.
form.
So this isn't a poison.
No, it is just a bit of burn. As it bites down, as it tries to bite you, essentially it deflects off you, but the heat from it alone burns you a little bit.
Okay, well I back up and shut the door.
Not your friend then.
Unfortunately, he seems rather angry. Or she. Honestly, I wasn't looking at its junk.
At the end of the day, it has no thumbs. I am not particularly concerned that it's going to chase us.
Would it be worth barring the door with something? Just in case?
Which way did the door did the door open into the room or out into the corridor?
It opened into the room. It swung open into the room.
Right, so it would have to pull the door open.
Yeah.
It could do that with its mouth. It's not locked.
I'm not going to get into what were the intricacies of the latch, and therefore
Let's just
Fine.
move on, shall we?
taking the Tiefling's concern on board, I'm just going to grab the nearest goblin corpse and drag it up and prop it against that door.
Okay.
Do you want a strength or something?
I'm going to say it's a pretty simple thing to do, and the snake's not putting any pressure on the door. I'm going to say it's pretty fine to do without any kind of roll.
So I'll put the goblin in the corridor, not actually pop up against the door, but almost as a kind of, here's your first meal. And then put, what did you say the swords were called, or whatever?
Oh, dog slices. They're essentially,
Dog slices.
if you imagine like a slightly larger than normal steak knife.
So, possible to balance that against the door so that it would clatter down if the door's opened?
You could probably, yeah, I'd say, roll me a dexterity. Just a straight dex. I'd say for the finesse of trying to do that, there's not really anywhere to balance it on the door other than the actual handle, so you'd have to prop it up against that so if the door opened it would clatter off. And that's fine, yeah, you essentially you close the door too, and then you balance the knife so that it's, well, yeah, so it's basically resting from the door handle up against the door. If that door opens, it's going to fall off and it will make a noise, for sure.
Well, if we're still close enough that we care.
True.
No, this is to the others. And if nothing else, it means that if we approach and we can... So, for example, if I step back into the room opposite, I can see the knife clearly balanced on the door. Get a bit of a warning coming back if that was missing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So if I was stood in the room opposite that door,
Yeah.
the door that we've closed and I've balanced the knife on, the knife is visible, yes?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's a visual warning if nothing else. Satisfied?
Quite.
Shall we go?
At both doors again? Unless someone else wishes to.
No, after you.
Door on the left. Door on the right.
You can hear nothing coming from behind either door.
From either, okay.
No.
Nor to the people behind. Any preferences? Nothing behind either, as far as I can tell.
Shall we flip a coin?
Go for it.
If you wish.
Oh, doors.
If you wish to roll me a coin, Mia, then I'd say roll a d2, or Myron can do it. D2s don't actually exist, they are literally just coins.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Roll20 is you can literally roll a D300 if you really want to.
Why would you?
It gets absolutely ridiculous, but there are things that it can be useful for.
Up to level 100.
This is what you level up to, yeah. Malron, you flipped a coin. You got tails. Does that mean anything to you, or did you decide which was which?
Tails. That's tails.
Marvellous. Which door?
Left.
Fine. And yeah, okay. Hang on. Our left. So that's technically there, yeah? The doors.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Oh, your left? I'm confused.
Well, I assume as we face the doors.
Yeah, that one.
This one.
Left as we're looking at it.
Right.
Cool.
Yes. So that door.
Okay.
We are role playing for real, yo.
I know. I'm scared.
My left. Your left.
So, have you opened the door?
same
Did you say you opened the door?
Yes.
Corridor.
Perhaps extremely anticlimactic.
Would you like me to reveal, everything up to what's of note? I'm assuming you're going to move along the corridor.
Well,
I'll do a bit. I'll reveal a bit. There you go.
I get the distinct impression again with our whole don't like leaving things behind us. How do we feel? Do we want to clear out this direction first, or see what's through the other door?
I'm quite happy moving forward.
I'm relatively easy to please.
So, if we're all walking along, Sean, get to that corner and have a peek round. Wow.
Told you it's windy.
More corridor.
Boop.
I assume others are joining. Through the wall.
You can just assume we're right behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Keep going.
Moving.
Grief. Oh my word. Right.
I'm quite proud of this one. I built this dungeon.
You must have had a big thing for corridors.
I like making people think they know where they're going.
I haven't the foggiest idea where we're going.
Care to explain? Or as far as... obviously never used Roll 20 before. As far as I can tell, do I just see a corridor? Or is there something there?
You just see a corridor. Oh, there's a black spot on the map. That's literally not even on mine. I'm seeing that on the player map and not on my own map. That's really weird.
Okay.
So, disregard that. It's not even part
I
of the
feel
map or
like we
anything.
shouldn't.
It's just not there.
Oh,
Let's all look at the non-existent.
it's
black
painted
hole.
on. It may have been something I added in a past game that I don't have any real plans for. Ignore it. Just ignore it. I promise you it's not a thing.
Bizarre. Can I look around the next corner?
Yeah, there is a bone door in front of you.
Oh, that is the door at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I appreciate the interior decorating.
It is somewhat.
Samey?
Yes.
Why did
And
you
again,
make
this is the last door.
corridors? Seems highly impractical.
Tobias, you can't really hear anything.
Okay. Well, it's been very much trial and error so far, so same again.
Okay. Doop, doop, doop. You open up the door to a rather large cavern.
Okay.
In this room, although you cannot see anything of incredible note straight away, you do start noticing there are a scattering of bones on the floor.
Right. Stepping into the room.
As you step in, there is a faint crunch beneath your boot, as some smaller bones are ground to dust. They're clearly quite old. They appear to be, you know, from a small creature, not human, not exactly a human-sized creature. Too small even to be a dwarf.
Are the bones deliberately, or is there like an area of concentration?
There appear to be more of them over in this direction, but there are a scattering everywhere you can see.
I take it that's a door at the bottom there. What is that directly across from us?
Essentially, you can see a small tunnel leading that way, and
Yep.
indeed a door this way.
This is highly unsettling.
And the
As soon as I get into the
north
room and notice the bones, I'd like to roll a perception check to look around the ceilings and everything else in this room.
That does seem wise.
By all means.
Apparently I'm too busy staring at things. Could really use a plant or two.
Okay. Anyone else want to roll perceptions?
I'm gonna get in on that and see Jack.
We're
Fine.
having fun tonight.
apparently none of us give a muck.
I mean, you
Yeah,
have a
it's
glance
room.
around the room. It's quite a tall cavern in here, but you know it seems to be made of the same kind of material as the rest of the place: black stone, volcanic rock mixed with occasional red glowingness. There's no strong light in here apart from the faint glowing of the red stone. It's enough to see in low light, and dark vision can obviously you can see the entire room, but it's not the brightest of rooms. You can see what looks to be an empty room.
There's nothing in the way of furniture or anything to the north of us.
Nope, literally just bones.
Well, this is delightful.
Indeed.
When actually,
Honestly, I could use some fresh air.
it is somewhat.
Tobias, can you roll me a reflex save, please? Sorry, dexterity saving throw.
Yes, I can. Oh, what? Save, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You manage to dodge out of the way as a lizard drops from the ceiling, landing
Oh, marvelous.
almost directly on top of you. You back away just out of range as it tries to swipe at you. Could everyone roll me an initiative, please?
Is that your second cousin?
Sean, did you say initiative?
Oh, yes, please.
We don't even look related.
Wow.
Wow. I was like, that's an acceptable 16. Oh, great.
Tobias and Gaiamore. And my lovely, lovely lizard. I almost rolled a D300 again. My lovely lizard.
That's a hell of an initiative. Dude.
Goes last. Okay. Malron, you're first up. What would you like to do?
Who?
You.
Me?
You are.
No.
Malron.
Malron.
Yep.
Malron first.
I move to the southeast of the room. I look at the lizard. I remember what Gallimore did last. Apprehensive. So I hold my turn while preparing an Eldritch Blast for him and say to Gallimore, if you want to try to befriend it, you've got one chance. I hold my attack.
Okay, Malron's going to hold his attack. And to give Gaiamore a chance to try and handle Animal, I take it.
If it acts aggressively at all, I'm going to Eldritch Blast it in the face.
Okay, fair enough.
And I seem to be getting feedback from someone.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone's.
Sarah, do you
Yeah,
have like
it's Cody.
do you have any like headphones or anything? Even if it's not an actual headset? Because I think we're hearing your speakers coming through your mic.
Apologies.
That's alright. It's just one of those things.
Seems to have stopped now, so that's cool.
No,
No.
I still hear it.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah.
With my bonus action, I'll also cast Hex on it and make it so that it has weakness to Wisdom saving throws. Action.
Is that any better?
Oh, much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, okay. Apologies.
No,
okay.
You went to know.
Okay. You cast Hex on it. It is now Mia's turn.
Cool.
Right, okay then. So can I tell if this lizard is being aggressive or is likely to attack or
It seems pretty aggressive.
right, okay.
Although,
that
as
case-
Malron said, you did see a Dragonborn try and charm a snake a little while ago. Wow, that sounded way more sexual than I meant it to.
Dragonborn charming snake. Okay
Oh, the
then.
hot fire snake.
Oh god.
Right, in that case, just to give us another chance at this, I will attempt to do actual handling
Okay, by all means.
of this wee beastie. So that is...
When you say we, how bloody big is this thing, Sean?
This thing is large. You could ride this thing if you had like a saddle for it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm afraid your handle animal, it seems to shrug it off. It kind of pays attention to you. It seems to know what you're trying to do, but it's not paying a lot of attention to it.
Right.
Oh crap! It turned.
And that's Tobias's go.
So, we've walked in the room. Mauron's decided we'll give the Dragonborn a chance to do this again. We've seen the other Tiefling have a go. I am putting all of my trust in this because I'm just going to hit it.
Fair.
It tried to hit. It tried to land on me.
Absolutely, it did.
Decided we're not going for the softly approach.
That manages to hit.
Oh, was that hit? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yep. You hit.
Cool. For 10 points of damage.
Damn.
Nice. That is a good amount of damage as you slice into it, and you seem to manage to take a good chunk of flesh off as well as a bunch of scales. It's pretty grim. And then it's Gaiamor's turn. Stacy?
Oh, sorry.
I've stepped away from the tactical approach on this one.
This is going to be difficult then, because I don't really want to hurt it. Since you've kicked the living crap out of it, I don't think it's really going to want to be my friend. So...
It tried to land on me.
Yes, it did. I'm gonna do... Oh man, this is tough. What's a druid to do when everybody's being attacked by a 6-footed lizard? Can I roll a knowledge nature to figure out what kind of lizard it is?
Absolutely.
That was not a knowledge nature, that was a survival, so please take 2 off of that. It's meant to be a +3. And who is typing?
That would be Sarah as well. Essentially, this is a giant lizard. This is... you would be known in the wild as a giant lizard. You know that goblins often ride them, orcs often ride them.
Okay.
I mean, I can say I'm
Honestly-
sorry.
Honestly, I don't know what to do at this point in time.
You can still try to charm him, or you can beat him to death.
I don't have any charming, and he's already been attacked, so he's not going to want to be my friend. I mean, I could try. I mean, I could roll a natural 20, but I didn't. So, yeah.
No,
that was
however,
my
I'm gonna
move, was
say-
to-
You can roll with advantage on a handle animal.
Sorry, what?
You can roll with advantage.
Really? Okay.
He's been hexed.
No!
As in, you do not handle this animal. This animal is quite annoyed.
It does not handle you well.
I'm probably just going to have it. Yep, I'm just going to have a defensive stance then and try to keep people safe. The animal is rather annoyed. I tried.
Well, do you want to move away then and leave me to it?
Nope. I'm staying right here.
That is fair.
Beefy Dragon Ball.
In that case, it is the lizard's turn. The lizard is going to attempt to bite Tobias.
Do I get to Eldritch Blast him first or after?
Oh yeah, no, he's being aggressive now. You can Eldritch Blast him.
Cool.
I forgot about that. You were holding your turn until he did something. That... Oh, wait. That hits. Shit.
That what?
That hits.
Wait.
Meets it, beats it. Roll me some Eldritch damage.
12.
12. Well,
Seems a
aiming,
little harsh.
aiming really expertly, you managed to fire your Eldritch Blast directly into the space that Tobias had cut open on the creature's chest. With the damage he had done and the force of the blast slamming into its chest, it essentially explodes from the inside outwards, and the two people standing closest to it are showered in goo.
I can't smell any worse.
Yeah, you're fine.
So,
I would like to make a perception
Well.
check to find out if that was a low.
Tried to befriend it.
roll me a perception. Guillemore and Tobias are currently covered in lizard guts. But yes, do feel free to look around. I didn't even get to roll one attack for that lizard.
It was the only one.
I needed a bath.
Oh,
Tobias, you see nothing.
there is nothing to worry about here. There was nothing to worry about before
I would
it.
like to do that too. Because I'm in full battle mode.
Okay. Malron, you see, amongst the pile of bones that I said was a bit thicker over here, you can see the shine of something quite large and made of leather.
Now what's that? I suppose I'll walk over
Is it
and
another lizard?
investigate it.
No, that-
It
It
is-
is not another.
It's not a lizard, there's no
Sure.
scales. As you walk over, you
God.
obviously, there's a lot of bones, but you manage to grab hold of this thing, lift it up. You have found a saddle.
Aww.
Well, I assume that went on the lizard.
Still
Shame, would have been a fine mount.
It's not going to be much of a mount anymore.
No,
I've
not
been
all inside
wearing
out.
most of it.
Well, this might fit a dragonborn, and I hold it up to her.
Malro wants to ride the Dragon Ball.
Please refrain
You're
from
going to
putting
charm
that
his
on
snake.
me.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. I was simply making a joke. I'll just drop the saddle to the ground.
I see.
That's
Most
just through there,
humorous.
Malron.
Let's continue.
Thank you. Continue. Might I suggest we take a very short rest? Trick once. Takes a lot out of me.
I hope it's very short. This place is
Yes.
disgusting and covered in lizard guts.
Are you
Just-
thinking you'd like to take a roughly 20-minute rest in game time?
Indeed.
Not fast. I'm not going to
Take
stop
a
other
brief
people.
siesta.
Indeed. In fact, if you guys would like, we can make a fire and cook up some lizard.
Might not even need to make a fire, just hold it up against the wall for long enough.
I tend not to eat that I'm wearing, apparently.
don't worry
Malron,
about
very
it.
quickly,
It helps
where you
compensate.
picked up that saddle,
Indeed.
over there,
Mm-hmm.
so does that clearly something going around the corner?
Malron could probably smell what was around the corner before he could see it.
I believe it's a toilet.
It's
Essentially, there is a small corridor leading back round to that original door, and it is absolutely full of feces, ranging from very old and solid to relatively recent.
Oh,
Well, that's just pleasant.
glad I guessed that right. Would anyone like to fish through it for loot?
no.
It's been
Sure,
eating people.
why
Any
not?
solid valuables might still be in there. But I will take my little short rest in this
I
corner.
roll to sift through shit.
Yes!
Christ. Roll me an investigate, and also roll me a constitution
I
saving
am
throw.
not good at finding things.
Now roll me a con saving throw, please.
This is fine. Okay,
As-
what is my con saving throw?
You have smelled what snake shit smells like. This is essentially a room of it.
Apparently not. For a
Ooh.
druid, I really suck. Okay.
You're really not good with animals, from what I can see.
I can't look after beasts, and I get sick rolling through their shit. This isn't going well.
You retch and violently throw up, taking 3 points of damage.
Great. That doesn't usually happen.
Oh, you do this often.
How is no one doing Malcolm's line from Jurassic Park? So, you're taking a short rest.
Yes, I will roll. Yeah, I'll even roll my hit dice. Why not?
Yeah, you can roll a hit dice. When you take a short rest, you have to be somewhere you can relax for 20 minutes. Or about that time. Nice. During that time, your hit dice that you used to calculate what your HP was, you may expend one, roll it, and you can heal that much. If you have taken damage, it's often worth doing it. You expend one of your hit dice to do it, and at level 1 you've only got one. But it does mean when you have a sleep later, a long rest, you can get that hit die back.
For some reason, because I did change my hit points on this, and it's some reason showing the initial value. For the sake of it, I probably will do that.
You've changed it in the wrong side. It says 15 out of 9. So let me swap those around.
Ah, right, okay.
There we go. Is that better? You should have it better now. But yes, feel free. Anyone who wants to roll their hit dice to see if they can regain that many HP, they're welcome to.
Okay. Here we go. Well, I gain one of those 3 points back.
2.
2?
2 of those 2. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. It just didn't come out right.
I meant like all but one. I get.
All but one. There we go. There's a sentence that I didn't include.
You're too used to speaking like a parcel tongue. I get it.
Wow. Okay. So you can add that much back on, Tobias.
Okay.
Mia, you can add that much
Yep.
back on as well. So you can
Yes.
just click on your character, click on the green bubble, and then do add, and then the number, and it'll add it back on.
Yay, I'm not as dead.
A little bit less dead. And some skills refresh after a short rest, which I'm assuming why Malwan wants to do this. I believe you get your hex back after
yeah.
this.
I only have one spell shot, but I get it for every short rest rather than long rest. I am ready to go.
Warlocks come with positives and negatives. You're a bit rested up. You're still quite tired, a little bit weary, but you're feeling a lot better and readier to tackle what lies ahead of you.
Behind.
Up, down. It's kind of difficult to say.
Round that blasted corridor.
Yeah, that amazing corridor.
So, taking point. Does anything horrible happen before we get back to the previous door?
Nope.
Marvellous. Well, at least I'm getting cardio.
I am following, honest.
Doop, doop, doop.
Made it.
Well, we've almost made it safe for that dwarven fella. His job after this.
In which case, continuing the theme of the night, I will door with no care for my own welfare.
I like our fighter.
You open the door. I did a
Flash
text your
you.
face. You are fine. You open it up into a corridor.
Nick.
God damn it.
Oh my god, not another corridor.
Starting to have corridor phobia.
It begins again. Do 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 do. Boom.
Ree's druid turns into Ray because of the alcoholism. I love it.
So I couldn't resist.
Amazing. That's apparently the cure for Dragonborn. Just drink a crap ton of booze. And cover yourself in mud.
She's just so drunk she thinks she's like human looking and she's just got really high deception. We all believed it.
Amazing.
Looking around the next corner, I have a horrible. Obviously, I can't see the black of the map, but I have a horrible suspicion I know where this is going.
I'm going to have to move the map on the player screen. Over there a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, can only go up. A long way up.
I like corridors, okay?
I mean, it makes
Oh, no,
sense. There has
heat
to be
junction.
open spaces to distribute the heat and the light. I get you.
Right, I assume I could. Oh no, I don't want that one. I can get to about there and then hopefully see what's at least.
Can you roll me a
straight ahead
reflex
of
save,
anything.
please?
Where?
Exactly here.
There.
Oh shit! Literally rocks fall.
Or is it a pit?
It is a pit. You fall
I-
into the pit.
Can I attempt, or is it too late to acrobatics my way out of that?
I will let you roll the acrobatics in place of your reflex saving throw, your dexterity saving throw.
It's exactly the same roll then.
Oh, then it wouldn't really. Yeah, we're going to keep that as that roll. You fall, I'm afraid.
Not falling long enough that on the way down I can attempt to stop myself. Okay.
No, it's only a small. It's a 10-foot trap. It's not anything serious.
Okay.
You take 1 point of damage as you are used to this, and you manage to have a roll as you land at the bottom. I've made that pit way bigger than it's supposed to be.
Does it cover the entire width of the corridor?
No. It does not. However, it was quite centralized, so without searching, unfortunately, you fell prey.
Yeah.
I am so very lost about where everybody's just gone.
Northeast.
Northeast.
So
Oh, right.
I'm rolling the strength check to try and clamber out without having to beg for help.
It'll be an athletics check. So 15. Yeah, no, that's fine. You actually managed that.
I'm fairly sure most of us have noticed this.
Oh yeah.
I mean more the fact. Oh, don't get me wrong. That I'm in a hole. This is more just to make sure that I'm not there just. I don't want to be
You're
stood
not
at the
gonna brush
bottom.
this over. I meant to do this.
The edge and me sat there pitifully going, "Get me out." That's me seeing if I can try it myself without having to then go. Climbing out of the way in front of me then. So heading north.
Yep.
So I climb out of the north end.
The rest of you, now that you can clearly see this, the trap has been sprung. You can, without much effort, get around it. So, yay, Tobias.
Well, thanks for
Thank
that.
you.
Slightly more gingerly. Head towards the T-junction. Please don't fall into another trap roll.
Yeah, I was gonna make a let's watch the floor roll. Well,
Okay,
and the ceiling and the walls,
noted.
and just watch for traps. It's a trap roll.
Trap watching
Yeah.
roll is a good thing.
So that 14 is me attempting to get as far as the crossroads.
Yep, you get there without a
without-
problem. I'm going to keep that as your kind of... You've got a passive perception in 5th edition, which is essentially
Would you
like
like to know what mine is?
Yeah, no, I've got it, don't worry. It's just... Passive perception is when you're casually walking along and what you can see. A focused perception is usually higher. So, this is why. But, you know, if those rolls are below your passive perceptions, don't worry about it. I'll take your passive perceptions instead.
No, that's equal to, so...
Yeah,
But
so I'm going
I
to
am
use
now-
that. That's going to be your searching the corridors from now on. Save you making one after every corner, essentially.
Unless we do something else and then
Unless you do
I'll
something
roll
specific,
again when
yeah.
we start
Malron
moving
and
again.
Mia, can you roll me one as well? That way we can, if they're higher than your passive perceptions, I will Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
We don't care. We're at the back. We're at the thread.
If your passive perception
what-
is higher, that's not a problem. I'll take your passive perception.
So yeah, that 14 is Tobias stumbling his backside to about there. So hopefully I can see what is ahead of it before we actually reach the crossroads. Oh, okay. I'll just go to the crossroad then. Wow.
Corridor galore.
Anybody have a preference?
I am perfectly happy to continue as long as we get out of here.
Right. In which case, continue to use that.
But I'd say go forward.
Yeah, because
Going
the other
that
one
way.
was turning back on ourselves.
Exactly.
There.
Wait, where am I in this scenario? There I am.
You're by the pit trap.
I'm right behind you. What do you mean?
Get into the door. Wait if I haven't impaled myself on spikes before then.
Can you? Roll for me.
I do not fit in this
A
corridor.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Is it clear that I wrote this with Pathfinder in mind originally?
Are we all doing
At
this?
the door.
No. Can you all move back out to the corner of the corridor, except for Tobias?
Cool. So yeah,
Tobias?
I assume I'm walking up to the next bit for them to catch up. So it's at this point, yeah.
It's literally about here.
What is that?
That is a rune. It was not visible as you were moving along. However,
You want what? Sorry.
a Constitution saving throw.
2 seconds.
Need to move the player map because they are looking at an empty corridor right now.
Constitution saving throw.
Nice. As you step on this piece of ground, the rune beneath you begins to glow a brilliant blue. You feel a wave of energy sweep over you.
I kind of look backwards and go, I think I've done something.
As that happens, you kind of shrug it off. Something tried to happen, but you can literally feel inside you that you are too strong for whatever it was trying to do.
Lifting my
see
foot.
any
Is there
of
still
this?
a rune?
There is still a rune, but it's no longer glowing.
Did we see any of this? Because
You saw the whole
for all
lot.
for all intents and purposes, I was probably following quite closely. Even the actual icon didn't. Wow,
Going to
that
step
was.
off of the rune and kind of point at it and go,
I will do an Arcana. Anybody else good with Arcana? Because I'm not.
I'm okay with it. I shall give it a go. No, apparently not.
Malron, is that an Arcana check from you as well?
who, me?
Malron. Cool.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes, Arcana.
Okay. That Arcana... Malron, you're the only one who can tell what this thing is from looking at it. This is a rune of paralysis. If he had tripped it properly, he could have been here for quite some time.
Oh, it's a good you're a bit of a beast. This would have made you paralyzed for a good long while.
Don't know if I should be taking offense.
No, I mean it in a good way. You shrugged it off.
Where we're being quite close to the door. Sure, ear to the door. Let's hope it's not a mimic.
You can't hear any... Oh no, wait. You can hear something faintly. Some kind of chanting. But then it fades and disappears. Whatever it was clearly at a distance.
There was something, but it's...
Indeed.
Everyone?
Let's do this.
And the door is opened.
As you push open the door, you find yourself in a large, pretty empty room, to be honest. There doesn't seem to be anything specifically in here, but there do seem to be, it seems to be a large crossroads of sorts. There are lots of
Right.
ways to leave this room. There is a door to the north, a bone door again, a bone door to the south, and to the east there is a small archway that leads through to us to another corridor. This is lit by a large collection of what appear to be torches, although the flames themselves are greenish in colour.
Does anyone have a preference?
South, perhaps, to make sure we haven't left anything behind again.
And then clockwise round?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
I do not like these places.
Was that a perception again?
Sorry. Apparently I'm playing Ranger / Thief for this.
Boom! You don't hear anything. It sounds pretty quiet. I just realised I unclicked that when I asked if you would.
That's fine.
As you lean against the door to
I
listen,
bet it's in the
this one
corridor.
swings
Okay.
straight open. Let's go with that. Yeah, that's a good plan.
It's just super light on the hinges.
Right. In which case, with the door opening without this next roll is my door really carefully.
Okay.
Not much more carefully than before, apparently.
But yeah, that's fine.
Waiting to see if at least everyone's at least by the door, and then. I kind of gesture down and say,
Let me guess. More corridor.
"Dude,"
Ugh.
and then you carry on until that one, and then you want another perception.
Yep.
This appears to be another door.
And that's at this door.
I'm starting to hate corridors.
You can't hear anything inside.
I hope. I'm going to try the handle.
The door starts to move open, but it grinds to a bit of a halt. It seems like this is going to take a lot of effort to push open. So could you roll me an athletics check, please?
Let's
You
see.
need a hand.
Let's see what happens if I pick this up on my own. Go from there.
All right.
You kind of step
I
back
take
a little
it
bit.
You still need a hand.
You kind of step back a little bit, and you kind of.
Got this.
You've normally got strength.
No, we don't.
You hold the handle, you slam your arm against it, and it just kind of crunches a little. Ouch! That was not pleasant.
Well, then by all means.
If anyone else would like to try, they're welcome to, or you can roll with. You can roll with.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
So as you slam into it and it doesn't work, you've
we're
neglected
good.
the Dragonborn's help. The Dragonborn walks over to it and one-handedly just kind of shoves it, and it opens.
You're welcome.
And it opens into a large room. This room contains 2 treasure chests. Doesn't seem to be anything else inside this room.
Well, I don't think my brother is in one. Well, if he is in one of those, then this just got awkward.
Nature?
Nature?
Why are you rolling a nature? I don't understand what's going on.
I may want to know if the chests are really chests.
Okay.
The chests are moving.
From
And I'm
looking,
rolling a perception.
can you roll me an investigate rather than a perception,
traps.
please? To look at what it is you're trying to look for, you'd have to get relatively close. Not close enough to touch them, but close enough to have a good look. Okay. They appear to be chests.
Both of them appear to be chests.
Oh, you'd have to roll me a separate one for the other one. You have to roll me one for each.
Well, that's not good.
They
Both
both
of
appear
them
to be
appear
treasure
to be-
chests.
Okay. And my perception has led me to believe there are no traps in this room or on the chests.
We were
Absolutely.
checking if they were chests. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said the nature was to see if they were definitely chests and not something else. The perception was to check for traps on said chests.
Okay.
Well, as I say, I don't think my brother would. How big are these chests?
They're relatively large. They're good, footlocker sized chests. So they are quite
Right.
big.
But you could technically fit an elf in one if you bent them at angles that they're not naturally meant to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's try.
Don't believe my brother here. But by all means, if you care, have a look.
I'll kick open the north one.
The north one, you say? Can you roll me an athletics check, please?
Ah, shit. Oh, athletics.
Yeah. It's not even a saving throw. This is the nice part. This is just opening a chest that hasn't been opened for a while. You attempt to
Both
open the
me and
chest.
Mira stood at the back going, "Oh,
You fail. You attempt to open the chest. It seems to be trapped. Shut, not trapped. I mean, like it seems to be stuck. The things you need to clarify in D&D. Yeah, it just seems to be you're not strong enough to open this chest. It's not been opened for quite some time, and the hinges are really rusty.
Well, I can't get this one open. I take a step back.
Well, I guess I could give it a go. What do you want me to roll?
Athletics, please. It's just a pure brute force.
I will try this south one.
Okay, let me finish with Ree first. Guiamore,
Okay.
with that, you manage to rip the top of the chest open. Inside, you find around 80 gold pieces and what appears to be a magic wand.
is there a dead elf in there?"
There is not.
Right, fine.
Oh, I don't believe that's a stick. Mia might like that. It seems to be a wand.
I'm going to investigate what kind of wand it is. With my immense arcana checks.
You don't know. Mia
Perhaps you
might
are
be able
correct.
to
I
investigate.
don't know.
Mia's busy rage looting the other
Right.
chest.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you told me to hold.
Yeah, I'm going to say we do that bit after this bit.
Okay, so first, would you like me to investigate the wand?
If you think it's magical, you'd want to do an arcana check on it.
Okie dokie, I shall do that.
Damn.
Hey!
Mia, you know everything about this wand. Not only do you realise that this is a wand of cure wounds, but you're aware that
Ooh.
it's a cure wound one that has been used in the past. There's only about 5 more charges left in it of magical power. So you could cast the spell 5 more times through the wand before it fails.
Awesome. Well, that appears to be a quite useful bit of wood.
Oh my god.
Snicker, snicker.
How'd roll?
Totally not on purpose.
Are any of our friends concertinaed in the other box?
Why on earth would someone concertina someone into a box?
Why on earth would they kidnap them and bring them into a series of diabolical tunnels underneath a volcano?
Well, it's kind of my point that if they take the trouble of kidnapping instead of just killing them, they probably need them for more purpose than just to concertina them in a box.
You make a valid point.
Fair.
Let us keep moving. Do you
Okay.
want this stick? Mia?
Sure, I'll hang on to it. Could be quite useful,
Mia has
especially
gained.
you lot.
Mia has
I
gained
have
it.
very little use for the stick.
Yay. Shall I try the other box?
Oh, I had not realized you hadn't opened it yet.
The Dragonborn starts to wander out of the room. Oh, there's more stuff.
What's that?
Mia, you
That's it.
pull open the box. You managed. It is like the first one. It's quite difficult to open. Can you roll me a reflex saving throw, please? Dexterity saving throw, please.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Oh,
Wow. Seems
I
legit.
I have no modifiers on that, so yes.
You take 8 points of damage as 2 small daggers are kind of flung forth from the lid of the box directly into one of each of your shoulders.
fuck.
Is that 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
8 total.
In that case, I am, I'm unconscious.
Okay, Marron sees this, instantly rushes over like, oh, Mia, no! And I'll quickly grab the wand from wherever she just put it and cast it on her.
I still had it in my hand. I hadn't managed to get it into my pack yet.
Even better.
You're good.
You're a warlock. You can use a cure wounds wand. That's fine.
Ooh, do I roll anything for that?
You roll. Give me a second. 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. But I'm not. I'm going to say you don't get to do
Yes.
that because you're not casting it. Just a 1d8, please.
3.
She gains 3 HP.
Thank you.
And consciousness, I imagine.
Yeah, and she's
Yes.
conscious again.
More importantly, cost. Mia kind of comes around. It's like, what the hell just happened?
Seems you needed that more than you realized.
Indeed.
You've literally got like a Naruto-style shuriken in each of your arms.
Douche, douche. Fun.
Apologies, you may want to even use this again. I don't think I cured all of the damage. I'll give the wand back to her.
Well, maybe I should save it for later. We don't know what else we're going to run into down here. And I can still walk, so I'm fine.
Okay. Is there anything else in the chest?
Yeah. This is quite a nice chest, actually. There's some cool stuff in here. Inside, there's like a gleam in the bottom of the chest. There seems to be a very exquisitely made short sword. It is literally gleaming.
Oh, a sword. Well. Tobias, you might want to come over here and have a look at this.
I glance over, and short sword's not a finesse weapon, is it?
They can be.
Can it?
What's going to be either way?
Short swords can be both.
Wando.
Just realized I'm supposed to have more spells than I actually have.
If you would like to investigate it, you may learn more about it.
Go on then. When you say investigate, is someone? I don't deal with this magic nonsense. Is there someone who can tell me if this is anything? Does it just look like a nice sword?
There is definitely something magical about it, and as Maron has a quick glance over it, he realizes that it is enhanced to cut extra deeply. This is a short sword +1.
Oh, it's a magical weapon. Wow, with the shield and this sword, we've struck gold today.
You kind of see Tobias looking a little bit he looks down at his rapier, and there's almost kind of a not a regret. See him kind of almost umming and ahhing about it, and yeah, he does put his short sword away and kind of glance over, and me too. I can make use of it.
Frustratingly, I realized that I've been reading my druid spells wrong, and I should have more spells than I actually have.
Oh, god damn it.
Turns out I have 2 slots and 4 available spells, not 2 available spells.
Oh, damn it.
So I could have had animal friendship.
Oh,
Oh,
I've had a fire
no.
snake.
That is really sad.
I could have also had speak with animals. I am
You
the
have to speak with
saddest
the
of
dead.
things. No.
Well, and the snake's out of luck anyway. The lizard.
Shall we move on?
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Is there anything else to look at down here?
Not that you can see.
I'm happy to take point again, and we agreed we were going to go back to
Northwest.
North one, weren't we?
Yeah. Just while we're walking on the way, I'll tap Mia and say, "You really probably should heal yourself. Keep up your health as strong as you can, because you never know what might jump us in here."
All right, I suppose there are a few more times we can use this wand.
Indeed. Be better to keep you conscious rather than you go unconscious and not be able to use it at all.
Very good point.
And
that
that's
case-
me listening on that door.
I would like to use the wand of cure wounds on myself, please.
That's fine. Tobias, you can't hear anything in this room. And
Cool, I'm going to wait till everyone gets there anyway.
Mia, it's a D8. I'm trying to think. You're a sorceress. You can't naturally learn it. It's just a D8. You gain 6 more HP.
Yay. And back up to full strength.
Awesome.
Huzzah.
Wait for everybody to catch up. And
Tobias,
then
did
they're
you say
ready.
you're using the short sword now?
Yes.
Fantastic. This short sword is unusually fine. It basically takes on the properties of the rapier you had equipped, except with its magical blessings, you now get... It still rolls, so you still roll for a D8 instead of a D6. You don't go down at all. And it...
Sean, I've just updated on my macro.
I'm giving you extra things!
I can go back and change that.
And obviously you hit for an extra +1 because of it. So you +1 on hit, an extra +1 on damage too.
Cool, done that. Thank you very much.
No problems.
And the store. You may regret that.
Okay. Alright, this is going to take me a bit. I'm going to have to zoom out. This is a big room. And I'm going to have to adjust the player thing. Okay. As you push open this room, the door to this room, you are met with a horrific sight.
Oh shit.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
Give me a sec. Oops. I may have done a thing I shouldn't have done. I may have closed.
Are those horses living or dead?
As you walk into this room, you find 4 dead humans and 2 dead... Well, not dead humans. 4 dead humanoids and 2 dead horses.
Oh,
Now, each of you will recognize one of the people who is lying here as the loved one you have come to find. Or the annoying gnome you've come to find.
Aw.
Does anyone here speak Elvish?
I do.
In which case,
I'm
much
not
to
an
your
elf.
confusion, Bias swearing to himself quite loudly, "Oh damn it, I might actually have to inherit at this rate."
Just shut the doors.
No context, but yeah, he's less than happy.
God damn.
But he's in Elvish.
Are we gonna walk in, or are you?
Aaron rushes straight over to the
I'm
body
go-
of Nyx and
Oh,
collapses
right,
beside
okay.
it.
Everyone else, by all means. Yeah, I would stand at the back, and I am swearing to myself a lot.
Which one is my one?
Which one is your one? We'll go
Yeah.
with the northwest up here. And then we're going to say that this one over here is Tobias's older brother. And Mia, you recognise the half-elf lying over here. And although you may not have noticed as you rushed in, you had more pressing things on your mind. The horses would also look familiar to you as well.
Yes.
These were the horses that brought you to town.
Damn it.
This is unsettling.
There are pools of blood under each of the people. It doesn't look like they've been dead long. The blood is still fresh. It hasn't fully coagulated yet. But they are all incredibly dead.
Gaiamore is going to kneel down, reach into one of her bags or a pocket, and pull out some seeds. I'm gonna put them on the body of the old man.
Oh.
And I wish to use Druidcraft to make them blossom instantly.
As you do this, a collection of wildflowers springs to life around his body, covering almost all of him apart from his actual face and hiding the blood quite well. It almost looks like he's sleeping amidst wildflowers.
I really hope that half-orc is looking after those plums.
Maron's just going to walk to the northeast and not giving a shit, kick open the door.
I'm obviously too late. I'm not attempting to stop you, but you're here to buy a switchback to come and go. Girl.
This is a very, very good question.
What do you see, Maron?
The girl is of no conscience, no consequence to me anymore. I wish to find who did this. I listen down the corridor.
If you, I take it the marking on the floor is bloody apparent, Sean.
Oh yeah. It is not only apparent, it seems to be fresh blood. However, it seems to be almost painted on top of layer upon layer of blood.
Yeah.
It almost seems like
Yeah.
this has been repeated over and over again.
I hit.
Maron, you
I
hit nothing.
am no theologian, but there's clearly a missing individual on this pattern. That's why I ask, where is the girl?
So, elf boy, let us find them then. Do you not wish to find who killed your brother?
Yeah, because really the amount of work I now have is. What's through the door?
That's a religion.
Another bloody
Maron.
Oh, it's a religion
okay,
check.
In which case,
You don't recognize this. While it seems like a regular kind of esoteric pattern, you don't recognize this as belonging to any religion that you are aware of.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Yay. Oh,
This is not a religious thing, at least as far as I'm aware. Though it seems religious, I do not know.
Doesn't seem to be magical as far as you're aware either, Mia.
who me? Right. Well, Maron is staring intently at a corridor. I'm gonna go listen at the nearest door. We've been quite loud in here, so.
You can't really hear anything.
No.
No, it's pretty quiet back there.
in the realms of kicking things open, I will follow suit on Maron and kick that one wide open.
Is this the new hobby?
Apparently so, venting one's frustration.
I'll walk over here. I will check it for any traps. Because I'm not
Investigate.
a scrub lord. Oh, is it an investigate? Well, my investigate's a +1. My perception's a +3.
Okay, so either way, you don't hear or see anything different. Like, it doesn't seem to be trapped.
Ah, okay. Then I kick the door. This one appears to also be a corridor.
It's almost like the GM realized you'd be annoyed by corridors at this point and thought it was funny.
You know what this place could need? Maybe a couple of
So,
plants.
a straight line. Right.
I'd suggest mine. It seems to go away. We haven't gone yet. Or perhaps that one over there if it goes north. Going
Well,
south seems
Okay.
backward.
Maron, do you want to lead or shall I continue?
I'll take point on this one. I'll just go north.
Okay, if he's
Oh,
going
you're
that
fine.
way.
Well, okay. Apparently we're going this way.
Oh, God damn it. They
In
join.
character we don't, but out of character, we all know where this is headed.
Yep.
Round in a big ass fucking circle.
Yep. This is our diverse road.
This is
Sure.
an extremely long
Okay,
corridor.
God damn it, Sean, this is a circle.
There are other ways to go, like from here, but yeah, that just goes round to here. That
I
was-
get to this point, realize what happened, and go, fucking hell.
I told you.
I shouldn't
we should
feel
have
as
taken
proud about
my
this as I do.
Okay, Tobias,
Alright.
after you. And I let him go past.
Oh, great. So you get to walk around in a circle, and I get to look at what's next.
Hey, I've calmed down a bit now.
This is a very, very troublesome place.
I haven't. Mia, are you still there?
Yes, I am here. Apologies.
Just check.
Mia is mourning the loss of her friends because she hasn't
Yes.
moved away from the ritual circle.
She's also
Yes.
received a whisper. I was just checking.
Yeah.
The whispers.
The voices are talking to me.
I was like, I almost wish I was staring into the abyss, because otherwise it's another corner.
Corners for days.
Who did you hate really, really much when you wrote this? It against. There's layers to this, Sean.
Oh yeah, this is like walking through my mind.
Like an onion or an ogre.
Oh god, it's not ogre. It's never ogre.
Oh. Oh dear.
Getting to the next intersection.
So, how far away
God damn
everyone
it.
me? If the doors are open, could they hear me if I spoke really, really loudly?
You'd have to literally shout and hope it echoed by now. They're way away from you now.
Okay. In that case, because they're so far away from me, I would like to cast Thaumaturgy, if I can, to enhance my voice so it echoes throughout the whole chambers.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Yep, you can do that. It's part of your hellish. It's part of your demonic heritage as a tiefling.
It is, yes. So I am casting Thaumaturgy, and I shout out to my to the rest of my party. Guys, I think I need you guys to get back here.
Do we roll
Thank you,
listens
we
for
hear
that
that.
crap?
Oh no, with thaumaturgy you can hear that.
Wow.
I shout
think we
very,
are.
very loudly.
Well, then, because this door had been opened, well, you see, I imagine Mia sees us returning to the chamber door from the one we left from.
Yep, Mia does. Mia, you see them coming back.
Are you joining us, Mauron?
I am, but out of character, I have to go now, unfortunately.
I'm going to take control of Mauron for the end of the game.
Okay.
Because Ku has to go.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Kate.
Have a good one. Really sorry I can't finish this. It seems awesome.
That's fine. You take care, dude.
You too. Bye.
What is it, Mia?
I think you guys come over here. I hear someone laughing. And I don't think that's natural. It came from behind me. It came from the corridor.
Listen for the giggles.
With that roll, yeah, you can hear it.
Where is it coming from?
It seems to be coming from this direction.
Well, we'd best investigate then.
Do you want me to continue to take? Alright, listening at that door.
You can hear inside a voice chanting quickly, babbling to itself. There's faint laughter every now and again.
The door is getting
Go ahead. The door's getting...
gingerly opening the door.
Okay. Are you trying to do
I
this stealthily?
No.
Okay. In that case, you open the door.
Hang on. That's me failing to put my foot through it. And open it as loudly as possible.
Okay, you still managed to slam it open pretty hard. This one's used
Yeah.
fairly often from the looks of it, unlike many of the other ones in here. And you slam it open, and inside you can see what appears to be a wizard. He is chanting to himself. He's cackling. He is the source of the voice you could hear. He looks up, and his eyes are glowing with a faint purple light. His face is contorted into a look of anger. He's waving his hands. There's a faint energy glowing around them too.
Is there a girl in the room?
There doesn't appear to be.
Are we rolling initiative, or am I just stepping into the room and seeing what happens?
Depends what you want to do.
Well, this appeared to be strange.
Yeah, no, I will step into the room, but I'll kind of look wildly behind me at the people that have shown a little bit more clout with the magical elements of it, as if to go, deal with this guy. He just continuing to chant.
He is continuing to chant. He looks very, very angry.
Very angry chanting. Okay.
This might be a good time for someone who knows magic to investigate the magic with Arcana rolls.
Ooh.
Well, I'm pretty past that.
That'll be me then. So I will walk into just inside the door.
I'm going to walk along the back wall. I'm keeping my eye on him, but I'm just kind of giving people space and heading towards the edge of the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mauron's going to do the same.
So that is an Arcana check on Wizard Dude.
On Wizard Dude.
Wizard Dude.
This definitely seems to
Mine
be
is pants, so
Yours is-
please ignore mine.
worse. No, you both know exactly the same on this one then. This is definitely arcane magic. This is definitely quite ancient, quite powerful. Whatever he's doing, it does seem to be a big deal.
I'm looking at the other guys. Is this... I take it this is a bad thing.
Well, it's definitely not good.
Right. So, definition.
Definition.
Is he paying no attention to us whatsoever? But is he aware that we're here? Is his...
Oh, he seems very aware that you're here. He's looking at you while he's chanting, and he seems to be grinning a bit now, even though he's very, very angry.
Can I understand what he's chanting?
He is speaking a language that you are not familiar with.
I take it he's not speaking Draconic either.
He is not speaking Draconic, he is not speaking Infernal, he is not speaking Abyssal.
Well,
Speaking Elvish?
He's not speaking any of the more common languages either. This is something
Oh,
older,
I'm
darker.
not particularly fond of this.
I am kind of stood there looking at the three people that have shown a little bit more nuance in casters, going,
What do you want me to do?
didn't ask you to do anything. I'm asking, do we want this stopped?
Excuse me, I say loudly at the doll.
The doll?
Isn't that what they were saying? Doll.
No.
Wizard?
What are we looking at right now? Because
Alright, I'll
people
describe
keep
it
saying
again.
the
You are looking at a wizard in long robes with, very Gandalf-looking wizard, old-style wizard. He is chanting very heavily. His eyes are crackling with purple energy. As he's chanting, he's waving his hands in clear somatic movements, and they are also glowing with an aura of faint purple.
Okay. I then say, excuse me, the wizard. Sorry, I heard several people say doll, and I was like, alright, so we're looking at a doll.
We said wizard dude.
Oh, that may have been it. I may have heard wizard dude and heard the doll, because I'm breaking up a little, so I only get like parts and bits and pieces, so I heard doll.
Right, okay.
I was like, okay, so we're looking at a doll.
Wizard doll, yes.
Wizard doll. This is fine. I addressed the wizard with excuse me.
He doesn't.
And,
His eyes do shift to you.
action.
He turns to look at you, but his chant doesn't stop. He doesn't seem to respond. He continues his spell, and his eyes kind of narrow slightly, as if you speaking to him is pissing him off.
Can I prepare an action?
You want to kill my brother? What it is? Clearly not interested. I'm looking at. I know. I'm looking at Mauron, going, what? The none of you know what he's doing.
I've never seen anything like this before, Mauron says back.
Mia?
I would like to prepare an action.
Okay, what would you like to prepare, and what is the trigger?
The trigger is... You know what? I'm not even going to prepare the action. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go trip him up.
You're going to go trip him up?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to trip him up.
Go trip him up.
Roll me an athletics, please. And I guess move your token over to him.
Okay. Because, being rude, he's chanting, he looks rather evil, and I'm kind of done with that shit if he's not going to answer me. Move over to him with my massive stick. I'm good with sticks. I'm going to trip him up. Do you need to know what page it's on?
What, for the trip action?
Yep.
Sure, that would help me. 'cause I
It's
was
on
about to
page
say-
195. 195 of the PHB.
Because I believe it's just
I'm
a
trying
straight
to knock
athletics
him
versus
prone.
athletics.
It is versus athletics.
Yeah, because I knew they simplified grappling. Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. The target chooses the abilities. Oh no, that's yours. Oh no, so, yeah, strength or athletics. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do this then. So you rolled a 17, he rolls...
Come on.
Oops, that's plus 54, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be plus a 4.
What?
He rolled
Same
14.
thing.
He rolled 14.
Oh, thank goodness.
So,
Sorry. I hit both
So
those
I
buttons at the
managed-
same time. You managed
So
to
if I
trip him.
managed to trip him up with a stick. Sweet.
However, as you do, he does land prone. He is absolutely prone. He does wave a hand as he had a prepared action.
Of course he did.
And...
What wizard wouldn't?
And what appears to be a large devil creature lands almost like above him, like protecting him from you. Now I would like us all to roll initiatives, please.
What does he do on me, sorry?
Look at what's just appeared on the screen. He has summoned a demon.
Oh, yes, of course he has. Right.
So basically, he waves his hand. This demon kind of drops out of the air and lands kind of above him, kind of to protect him, essentially. So yeah, please everyone roll me initiative. I will have to do one for Malron. Luckily, I've got Malron's sheet because I made it for him, because Ku is a lazy arse. He gave me the stats. I made it in my awesome thing that I've got. Volcanic City, Malron. Okay, I wasn't expecting to be playing as Malron, I've got to be honest. It's just +2. Okay. Not +54. Wow. Malron, Mia. Then it's going to be Guy Maud and Tobias. Oh yeah, and then obviously the...
Wow.
That's not bad. Oh, it's just above Tobias. Okay, so, first off, I think we need some battle music. First up in this is going to be Malron, which is weird because I was not prepared for this. So I know exactly what he would do. Let's add that one in. Let's play that one. If it ever starts up. Okay. Malron is going to pretty instantly cast Hex on the creature. And then he's going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast. And is going to miss. Quite embarrassingly. Well, that's not good. That's not a good start. Okay, it is Mia's go.
Okay then. So I shall, to get this party started, do something fairly simple. I am going to cast Magic Missile, and I will have 1 hit the demon and 2 hit the wizard.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Don't need. Oh, yeah, of course, damage. Duh.
there's my magic missiles.
Your Magic Missile will still hit.
Yes, but not do a lot of damage.
Sadly not, but it still does damage. Where do you want them dispersed? How do you want them done?
Said 2 and 1, so which ones are hitting the...
Yeah.
Which ones are going where, Mia?
Well, I'm supposed to make it even. I'll have the one in the first 2 hit the wizard, and the last one hit the demon.
Okay.
So it's nice and even.
Let me move these out of the way so they're not literally standing on the same block. Okay. You do manage to hit both. All 3 of the bolts hit their target. However, as you hit the wizard, an amulet around his neck glows and a shield of purple energy springs up around him. You do manage to hit him first, though. So
Okay.
he now seems protected somehow. But, yeah, you hit them both. Would you like to move anywhere, or are you okay?
I will stay here.
Okay. In that case, Gaiamore, it's your turn. Stacy,
Yep. Sorry.
it's your turn.
All I heard was your turn, and I didn't hear my name.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, well, bonus action is Shillelagh time.
Yep.
Flare time! And I'ma smack this hell bitch back down where it belongs.
Go for it.
It's probably not even a hell bitch, but I'm gonna kick its ass anyway, cause that's what I do. Da, da, da. Hitting it is
Just a d20 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom.
yeah, that was it.
You hit it. Absolutely.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
You basically you basically just look up at this demon that's just appeared in front of you and you smack it in the face with a with a shillelagh stick. So that was pretty funny. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Would you like to move anywhere or?
Well, no, because I will be out of threat range, and it will attack me. So I'm happy where I am at the moment.
Cool. In that case, it is the demon's turn. And the lovely demon is going to try and smack you in the face. Oh
course it
no,
is.
no he's not. He is going to fly up into the air. You do have an attack of opportunity on him.
How
Oh,
tall
right.
is the ceiling?
The ceiling in here is about 20-30 feet high.
Oh, that's okay then, because I'm like 7'5", so you
Yeah,
know,
you
this
still
is
get-
10-foot ceiling.
Sorry, what, Phil?
Duped by any means.
No. No, no, no. This is a pretty big chamber.
Smack it again.
That hits again.
Let's smack it again.
You, as he's flying up, you like manage to club him in the chest, and he kind of is like, he seems to exhale quite sharply, but he is now flying almost straight up in the air, about 30 feet. It's going to be hard to reach him at this point, and at this point he then swishes his tail, and a bunch of spines shoot out of the end of them directly at the Dragonborn. Damn. Does that hit? Stacy, does that hit?
Daisy,
Yep.
Does that hit
what's
you?
your AC?
Yep.
Does that hit you?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Said yes like 3 times now.
Well, no, you were silent for like a minute while we were talking to you, though. That's why it's confusing.
Yeah. You've been silent for like a minute while I've been waiting for a response.
You take 6 damage as they embed themselves in your
Okey-doke.
in your spine. In your spine?
That's
The
painful.
spines embed themselves in your arm.
Ow. Are they poisonous in any way?
Roll me a... What would it be? A survival check. Or a medicine check, whichever one's higher for you.
Oh, I would know because they'd be poisoning me.
Not all poisons take effect straight away.
Okay. What do you want? Survival?
Yes, that's what you're. Yeah.
These don't seem to be poisonous. They just seem to be designed to inflict pain.
Sweet.
Do you have any immunities to fire?
Nope. I have immunities to poison.
I do.
You also take 4 burning damage as these are these literally set on fire while they impact your skin. That is the demon's whole turn, though. I'm not telling you what it
Well,
is. though,
I'm
'cause
dead then.
No one's rolled Arcana. What, really?
Well, I'm on -1.
Okay.
10 points of damage to a starting level character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. This is boss time. Tobias, it's your go.
Thing, demons out of reach, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, as there's only one thing that's actually at ground level, and I don't understand the glowing blue thing, Fast. Distance. Whoa, sorry, how do I undo that?
Don't worry, I'll undo it.
The tape measure, which went horribly wrong. So yeah, I can make it to the only person I can attack.
Yep. Go for it. That just about hits.
This is that does take into consideration the magic sword.
Okay. That's pretty good damage. As you attempt to hit him with your sword, the purple shield around him does seem to slow it as you're attacking him, but it does pierce through it, and it does manage to slice into his chest. He manages to keep his chanting going, but he's clearly really struggling now to keep the chant up. And that brings...
And I'm going to shout over my back to Mia and going, "Have you got that wand?"
Yes, I do.
Pointing frantically to the downed dragonborn behind me.
Okay.
And that's me.
That brings us to the top of the round with Malron, and his bonus action is going to be to make sure... Oh no, he's already got that one hexed. Ignore me. He is gonna do what warlocks do, and he's gonna Eldritch Blast the demon. Disadvantage. Deals an extra d6 necrotic if he hits. Which he does not, sadly. Mia, it's your turn.
Okay, so if I want to use the Wand of Cure Wounds, is that an action or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So you could move up to her and heal her, but then that would be your turn.
Right. Okay then. Well, I shall do that. So over here. And I will use the Wand of Cure Wounds on Gaiamore.
Awesome. Roll me a d8.
Yay.
I'm going to give you a +2 now, since you're getting more proficient with it. So d8 +2.
And no death saving throw.
Yeah, I haven't even have to make one death saving throw yet. I was planning on having to teach Mia about dying.
I'm sure that'll come.
Yay. So, how much do I get back, sorry?
I'm just waiting for us to roll it.
Sorry.
That's alright.
In the wrong box. And that is 8 plus 2.
You
get
gain
8.
You are conscious and you gain 8 hit points back. So you are on 8 now. Because there aren't minuses in this. Well, as soon as you're healed, you're back on 0, and then you gain that much back. And it's actually your turn, Gaiamore.
Yes.
Good timing.
Am I still on the floor?
You are indeed.
I imagine you are.
Am I still on the floor?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to spend my action standing up. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Nope, because 1, he's flying, and 2, you still got half your movement to use if you desire.
Okay.
Because it only costs you half your movement in this game, in 5th edition.
Well, has Shillelagh run out?
No.
Is it a concentration spell?
No, it technically Shillelagh keeps going until I drop the weapon, or something along those lines, or stop fighting. I don't know. I suppose death could be classed as stop fighting. I don't know whether stop fighting is something I made up or not.
Give me a sec. For the duration, no, it lasts a minute. Bonus action, range, touch. It's not concentration, so it is still active. It's active for 10 rounds.
Okay. Right. Then, since it's still active, how high did you say?
He's about 20 feet up now. It's going to be difficult to hit him with just, you know...
It's about 20. Said that the room was how high?
The room's about 30 feet up. He's not the whole way up to the ceiling just yet.
So he's about 10 foot from the ceiling, you'd say.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
Okay. Just above his head, I cast Entangle on the ceiling.
1 second. Because I've actually not done 5th edition with the Druid before, so I have the Druid spell list up and ready to go. Entangle. Grasping
Grasping weeds and vines
20
sprout
foot
from the
square.
ground, but I suppose I'm asking for it to the ceiling, which
Yeah, I'd
is
say that's
technically
fine.
a surface.
Strength saving throw or be restrained
In a
by
20-foot
advance.
square. So I'm considering that a 20 by 20-foot square.
No, it's a 20
Like
foot
a
flat square.
2D.
No, it's a 20
So
foot
how
square, not a
high
20
are
foot
they? How
cube.
tall are
See, I'd say probably about 5 feet because they're usually grasping things that are with them. But I'm gonna
then
say
I'm not gonna do that. See, when I read 20-foot square, I thought 20-foot cube.
I'm gonna say it's
because-
allowed. I'm gonna say it's okay. He's flying and he has wings. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be adjustable. Go ahead. He's entangled. He has to make a strength saving throw, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. Against my spell save DC, which is, drumroll, ladies and gentlemen, 13.
This is embarrassing.
Oh
Let's
wait,
roll it.
14. Sorry. because
He fails.
Level 1, so 4.
Well, if
Yay.
he rolled a
Height
7.
ceiling.
He is basically entangled to the ceiling. He can't move from where he is right now. I mean, he could try again every turn, but right now, he's stuck. Interesting move. And it is his turn. So, he's going to try and break out. Because that's, like, literally all he can do.
Perfect. That's one thing down for now.
Shit! Okay. He is still entangled. Tobias, it is your go.
The wizard's still what, chanting and assuming something else is going to save its ass.
He is definitely still chanting.
That's an attack roll. You still take it.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Fine.
Now that the wizard has his mage armor on. Would you like to do
Top.
anything else this turn, or?
Nope.
Okie dokie.
You're not going to get me.
Just seeing. Malron is going to modify his hex, which is on the demon, to make sure that it has disadvantage on strength saving throws. Which means he's probably going to be entangled, like, probably for the rest of the fight now. And he's also going to try and Eldritch Blast the demon. And he finally hits the goddamn demon. Bum, bum, bum. Which means he does... Wow, shit, really? 1d10 for a cantrip?
Yeah, he was rolling 1d10 and then obviously 1d6 because of the hex.
Yeah. So he gets... Fuck me. And a d6 of necrotic damage. The entangled demon is... Literally, the Eldritch Blast hits him. He crumbles in half. And the vines that are holding him kind of start enveloping him and just draw him into the ceiling. He's gone.
How does the wizard take this new information?
He looks panicked. He looks really scared now.
I'm just going to smile at him.
And it is Mia's turn.
Okie dokie then. So, while he is looking panicked, if I can do this rulery thing. Yes. So, I am going to move over here,
Okay.
look at Wizard Man, and then I am going to cast fire on his wizard ass.
Roll me to hit.
Kill it with fire.
Kill all the things with fire.
Everyone around her, be glad that it's firebolt and not fireball.
Yes, I've seen the damage with fireball.
I would like to fire a fireball down a very short corridor with very small dimensions.
Do I add on spell casting ability or spell attack bonus
Give me a second.
onto that, or do I add anything?
Let me just check. Firebolt. It's usually not much because not fucking Harry Potter. I don't care about his broom.
Alright, calm down.
You have a ranged spell attack on a hit. Ranged spell attack. So it's plus your spellcasting modifier, whatever ability you usually use. No, your spellcasting to hit modifier. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so spell attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Is
roll a
that right?
d20
Yes.
and add that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not plus plus.
That seems pretty
That'll hit.
useful.
That'll
Is that
hit.
it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay then. Then damage is 1d10 fire damage.
Yep.
And 10.
As you throw the fireball, the small ball of flame at the wizard, he stops his chanting for a split second to hold up a hand. His shield seems to solidify at the point you threw the fireball, but it crashes through it, slams directly into his face, setting his whole body alight as he crumples to his knees. He looks up at you, shakes his head. Just there's a small whisper of "You morons," and he falls to his knees. He falls completely unconscious. He is dead. You have killed the
Well,
wizard and his pet.
He could have spoke common before he decided to, summon a demon and look all evil and chant stuff.
You will notice his
Yeah.
body vanishes.
Right. Marvellous.
That was supposed to happen, right?
I look
course.
at the other three of you and go, you're the magics.
At the back of the room, kind of in the area he was standing in front of, a small alcove begins to open up in the stone. And you're suddenly all bathed in light. And then you see her. And you understand why everyone in town made a big deal about how attractive she was, as Malika steps out, drops to her knees in front of you, seemingly no longer held by whatever was keeping her prisoner. You'll notice she is clearly a half-elf. There is definitely... Why is that music not working? There we go. She is definitely a lot more elven than her father. But she looks, apart from the fact that she is covered in soot, she looks absolutely stunning. Does that music keep stopping for everyone else, or is it just my... It might just be me.
No, I can hear it.
Honestly, I've turned it off, so I wouldn't. Sorry.
Oh, you've had the music off the whole time? Damn it.
Yeah, it helps with my bandwidth.
Fair enough. Okay. I can't hear it at all. That's really annoying. What do you do? How do you react?
Take a look at the young half-elf woman. I take a look at my compatriots. And I walk out the room.
Well, he's useful.
I assume you are the daughter of the mayor.
She looks up. Tears kind of starting to stream down her face now. Yes, my name is Malika. The mayor is my father. Who are you?
I am Gaiamar. That's an insight check to make sure that she's not like tricked, trapped, illusioned, or wounded. It's not like a proper like investigation on all of the little things. It's not like a proper heal check. It's literally just, is she a trap, is she an illusion, or is she hurt?
Okay.
Just a quick glance.
As far as you can tell, she seems to be pretty normal. Obviously hurt and in a lot of pain, but nothing life-threatening.
Come on, let's go home.
You're actually here to rescue me.
Well, yes.
She kind of,
In a sense.
while she's on her knees, she kind of lifts her hands to her face and she starts openly crying. It's kind of hard to take in. She's, you know, it's a loud sobbing. And as she does laugh, as she cries, she begins to stand.
I was a little bit. Whoa. where did-
As she cries, she begins to stand. And then a laugh does start taking over. And she
And then
suddenly... You suddenly find yourselves... In fact, can you all, including you, Tobias, even though you're not a witness to this, can you all please make me a Constitution saving throw?
brother.
I have no idea what just happened then, because she
Is
stood
it
up, she
charm?
cried, and then we're making a con.
Do it, and I'll explain why.
From looting my brother. Con saving throw, yeah?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Oh yeah, better make Maron make one.
God's sake.
All of you are suddenly paralyzed. As she drops her hands, she's laughing, openly laughing. She's thanking the gods. She's finally free. She's speaking a language you don't quite understand. It was common before. If you speak Elvish, you can catch the faint.
The room.
You can. Oh, you'll be able to hear this. This is coming through her,
Right.
not just her mouth. This is also coming through telepathically. You're hearing it as she's speaking, and you're hearing it within your head as if there was a voice there. It's difficult to understand. It's not quite pure Elven. There's words that you pick up here and there. It's definitely something older and darker. Can you roll me a religion check?
That's Sylvan. Does that make any of it more clear for me?
Nope. And if anyone wants to make me a religion check, they can.
Fine. Okay.
Because there's a certain word.
Religion.
There's a certain word she keeps repeating. That
A religion check.
Well,
Mia,
I
you
am-
recognize. You can't understand all of it, but you do recognize the name Lolth.
Wolf?
Lolth.
I'm gonna try and I see not react to this.
Do I sort of understand that?
Sadly, no.
Heritage shenanigans to it?
Do you know what? I'll give you it. Yeah, because you'll
What with
recognize
being
it.
an elf and all?
You'll recognize it from pure from your heritage. Lolth is commonly known as the Queen of Spiders or the Queen of the Demon Web Pits, the Lady of Chaos. She's got a lot of different names. She tends to kind of go towards the chaotic evil side of the pantheon, and she specializes in trickery.
Oh, no.
As she's laughing and talking about this, everyone but Tobias can see a shift in her form. This is a little bit different. This is not what you were expecting. Her ears seem to elongate. Her skin darkens, her outfit is far different than what it was before, and she now appears as you can see. And yes, Knight's Envoy, she was speaking primordial.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
She... No, not particularly. She giggles. And she laughs her head off at you. You absolute imbeciles. None of you heroes could resist a damsel in distress. All I had to do was be seen letting that fool wizard capture me. And then here you were, finishing my spell for me, stopping me being trapped, taking away the one thing keeping me from my goal. Tobias, you're in the other room. You are currently in the room with with your brother and all of the other bodies. Even though you can no longer move, you have seen something has appeared.
If I made it as far back, I would be stood over here.
Can you see that there is something different about the screen now?
Yes.
In the top right corner, the wizard's now burnt out body is lying in the final point. And Sarah, can you stop typing for a minute, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. You have almost stopped me from completing my circle, and now it is there. It is complete. Malkarith is going to be a name that this town fears once more. After all, the spell and enchantments I had them under would only have lasted a few more days, but here you are. Now I have the town, I have my spell, and I have hundreds of lives I can use to help raise my master. But I suppose you do deserve something for, well, all that you've done. Get out. A portal opens up beneath each of the four of you, and you find yourself just outside where the gatehouse was when you were coming in, just beyond the tombstones and the mausoleums. And there's a great explosion. The entire town suddenly seems bathed in a white glow. And then as it fades, you can see things have changed. The town is no longer as it once was. Much of the ground has fallen away. Chains reach up from the bits of land that still remain and latch them onto each other. And that's where the story ends. The town of Crest is left hanging from chains above a molten pit. There is some kind of barrier protecting the city that you cannot pass through. And you are left staring at it from a distance, knowing that you were a key part of what just happened. The end.
Well, that was a bit pants.
End that on a cheerful note.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to be good.
You are good. You did a really, really good job. You just fought the wrong person. To be fair,
It's not like he made it easy.
No, he didn't. He was definitely chanting something that was for the good of the world, really. But you weren't to know that. None
Could
of
have
you were.
made that obvious.
Difficult when he's currently in the middle of a spell. It's kind of like in Harry Potter, where Snape is chanting to protect Harry, but he's the one who got his cloak
I
set
don't
on
know.
fire.
I think it's the angry yet smiling. You know, it's like
The laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Some-
He never
something
laughed.
like, you know,
he was
looking
chanting. He
reasonable.
smiled a little, but that was because he thought he was going to get rid of you.
Angrily.
No, he was angry up until that point because you were interrupting his spell, and he was worried that you were going to stop it, and you did. In the
Of course
He
positive
we
could
were.
have made a sign.
Before I
Like,
got
you know-
paralysed,
Yes.
I've had a chance to reclaim my brother's signet ring.
Yes.
I call this a victory.
Well then.
I got what
Oh,
I
dear.
came for.
Well, I'm gonna go commit suicide somewhere where there's no trees, because there are no trees anymore.
Only in this little town. There's a forest behind us.
Yeah, there is a whole forest behind you. Just
Well, I'm gonna go commit suicide in that
away
because
from the town.
because there's no way I'd be able to live with myself right now.
Now, of course, sometime in the future, we may return to this, and there may be ways to get back into the town, but we'll have to wait and see.
Those of us that haven't committed seppuku.
Those of you that haven't gone away and gone, oh shit, I know what's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good story. Even if we didn't win.
There are some delightful tropes. The second we did that whole thing, and it was just kind of like, when you said, you fools, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be where it's going to... See, this is the thing. Wizard chanting, trying to save the world, why didn't he have a sign?
Exactly. Have
Just
a
a
sign
little
made up.
notice board.
That's literally what
Well, you
Becca
know,
put up in the chat.
yeah.
Becca said in the chat he needed a sign saying, do not disturb, spider bitch murder in progress.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Something like that. It would be useful.
looking grateful or pleadingly
Saying,
or
out of context, this may look bad, but trust me, this is for the greater good. Something along those
you
lines.
know, not just what the fuck are you doing here, but oh great, cavalry's arrived.
Oh, look,
Are
have a
you, I
demon.
mean, are you the first people who have popped in to try and interrupt?
Well, if he's
Sorry,
killed
what?
a lot of people, then he deserves to die anyway. So.
I mean, if there are other people that have come in specifically
Other
to try and
people.
stop him, then he may well have been very pissed at you because he may have thought you were part of them. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying excuse me. I'm just gonna point that out. If I was one of them, I'm the most polite of all of them.
To be fair, she did, you know, apologise to begin with.
Yeah,
I did try.
you did.
But
Sorry,
no, yeah.
I
it was
guess-
great.
I guess a
I
wizard
thought
that-
it was fun. It was
I
a lot of
guess,
fun.
you know, a wizard that lives in a volcano
I
isn't great with his social skills.
Cranky wizard is cranky, and as such died. So the moral of this story is: don't be cranky when you're trying to save the world.
Best in science.
So yeah, that is beginner session 1. And yeah, definitely going to run more of these. I thought it was really, really fun. I hope people enjoyed playing. I hope people enjoyed watching and stuff.
As everyone sits in silence. No, that was very good, Sean. Thank you very much. As I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watched a lot of 5th edition. I haven't played any. It was nice to roll some dice, even though.
Even digital ones, yeah. No, I know it's not quite the same. But it's a good kind of setup for people you've made friends with that are all over the damn country, as we do in LARP quite often.
Indeed.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here thinking, what the hell did I just do?
Same thing anyone does in an adventuring party. Think they know what they're doing, and at the last minute realise they didn't really think it through.
I thought you guys did very, very well. It was purely bad luck.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I had a lot of fun, so thank you.
Yes, so
Thank you
did
very
I.
much. And now we are finishing early tonight, people who are watching streams. Anyone else who would like to play a beginner session in the future, there are a few things if you're interested. Firstly, drop me a message on Twitter, drop me a message on my Facebook page. We can start organising something. There are always going to be at least one person who has played it before that can kind of keep you going if there's any kind of stalling and stuff. This time we had 2. I had a few of the actual beginners drop out, so last minute kind of wrangled up a few people to just that I could rely upon to just come play. But yeah, drop me a message. We'll talk about how to create a character, and the only things you really need are to be on the Clockwork SJ Discord, which I'm gonna ask really nicely if Chrono, my lovely moderator, could put up in the chat. And you also need to be able to have access to Roll20, so you need to sign up for Roll20. Beyond that, we'll create a character and we can jump right in. So, thank you very much, people that came to play.
No, thank you.
And I hope that's taught you stuff. If you're interested in being part of a campaign, I'm sure something could be arranged.
I might have mentioned.
Yeah, just a few times. But yes, I'm absolutely up for that. So for now, I'm going to sign off. Say thank you to everyone for coming back for day 2. Q came along, but obviously he was not planning on having tonight, so he had to run off to do his actual live things. And yeah, much love. Thank you, everyone. And
Cool. Okay.
this is Clockwork SJ signing out.